In this installment, we're going to be going over Thursday Night Football Showdown slate on DraftKings between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Thursday Night Football Showdown slate on DraftKings between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon if you want more DFS, betting, and fantasy football advice. All of those links will be provided down below. For this tightly contested matchup, we are going to go over the injury report before we get to those captains. All right, for the Green Bay Packers side, we have a Q tag on David Bakhtiari. They've been doing this week after week, giving him limited work or no practice at all, and he's kind of ready for the game. So we're going to watch out a Q tag on him. That's going to be pretty big for their offensive line. Devondre Campbell is going to be out for this game, and Romeo Doubs. So those are two starters right there. They're going to be out. Shamir Jean-Charles is doubtful for this game, even though he got in the limited practice. Questionable tag on Elgton Jenkins. And that's pretty much it. So Romeo Doubs being out, that's going to be a key contributor to Christian Watson, who we saw pop off their second round pick, where they tried to get in the first round. He's popped off in that previous game with 3 touchdowns. Let's get over to the Tennessee Titans, see if they have some really huge injuries on this side. We got Randy Bullock. He's going to be out, so they're going to go to a backup kicker. That could be huge in Lambeau under those conditions. Bud Dupree is going to be out as well. That's going to hurt their defense and rushing the quarterback as well. That's going to give more time to Aaron Rodgers. Amani Hooker, starting safety. That's going to be huge. He's out. Lonnie Johnson, defensive back. He's going to be out. Ben Jones, their center, is going to be out. And we're really waiting on Jeffrey Simmons right here. Okay, he has a DNP, a LP, which is limited practice, and another DNP on Friday. If he is out, that's the heart and soul of this defense here. Jeffrey Simmons is the key component. If he is out, then we could see maybe this Packers run game can get started with Aaron Jones and with their number 2 back here. So maybe we got to wait on news on that. That's big news if Jeffrey Simmons is not out. And we also have Elijah Molden out as well. All right, so let's move on to these captains. The captain position is going to be the key component to all of our lineups. The first guy we are going to talk about will be King Henry here. Derrick Henry is in a very, very good spot, and he's coming off a bad game here. 19 for 53, only 2.8 yards a carry. He also got 2 receptions, so that's a positive sign to see against the Denver Broncos. Now he's going up against the Green Bay Packers, and this is a very juicy matchup. If you look at fantasy points allowed to that running back position, the Packers have been very poor. Let's be nicely, okay? One of the main reasons why they've been on a 5-game losing streak, they recently won against the Dallas Cowboys, but they've been giving up a ton of yardage here. 122 rushing yards a game, okay? 5.1 yards a carry. What do you think that equals up for Derrick Henry? This could be a huge Derrick Henry game, maybe a 2-touchdown Derrick Henry game. So definitely watch out for him. He's going to be one of our top tier captain plays in this environment. Of course, Green Bay Packers are going to try to stop him, but this man is on a mission. Green Bay Packers they're going to have to need to gang tackle. They're going to have to put up a very good scheme, because this is the key component to this Tennessee Titans offense, all right? We know Green Bay has a very solid secondary. They just need to stop Derrick Henry, but you can say that for a lot of teams, all right? And he still continues to go off. So I love Derrick Henry as a captain play. The next guy we're going to go to is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is a very strong home player. As you can see, he has a little bit of a home road splits here. 19.3 fantasy points a game at home, and he has 15 on the road. So he's seeing a better run percentage here at home, around 6 yards a carry. That's a positive sign to see. And if you're looking at fantasy points allowed from the Titans have been pretty stout in that department here. All right, but like I said, if Jeffrey Simmons is out, that's going to be really huge for that defensive line, okay? And that could give way to Aaron Jones and their number 2 running back that they have in A.J. Dillon. So Aaron Jones is someone that we can play. As a captain, he has some upside because this is a home game. Green Bay is a very, very strong, dominant home team, okay? You don't see many games where Green Bay loses at home. That's what I'm pretty much telling you here. And also, before I continue on, I'm going to give you my pick in this video, what we're going to lean towards in this game, all right? So, next will be Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers in a good position here because Tennessee Titans do play bend, don't break defense here. And if we're looking at fantasy points allowed to the quarterback position, the Titans have been pretty bad all year long. It's mainly in the yardage department. So we're going to flip that around. The Tennessee Titans are 29th in the league. Okay, fantasy points allowed to QBs, 24th in the red zone, all right? 294 yards allowed to the quarterback passing wise. That's gonna be Christian Watson, and that's gonna be Allen Lazard, both of these guys, and they allow 1.8 TDs a game. All right, so Titans are strong, stopping the run. They're giving it up a lot of yardage, not per se the touchdowns, but we have some explosive guys, especially Christian Watson. He has that top tier speed, and then Allen Lazard is a little bit of a crafty wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers. Those two can emerge, and maybe they can get things going over for the Packers. So no problem here. I like Aaron Rodgers in this game because he's going to get the yardage. Just got to add in 2 touchdowns, and we're looking at a very good Aaron Rodgers day, all right? So I like him at his current price for a captain position, all right? Ryan Tannehill, we're going to stay away from him. This is a very strong secondary here on the Green Bay Packers side. Looking at fantasy points allowed to quarterbacks, Green Bay is 6th and 6th, okay? And then this is not like the Dallas Cowboys, like CeeDee Lamb, we saw, he had a great game, but there's no wide receiver on the Tennessee Titans that is as good as CeeDee Lamb. Nowhere near, okay? Westbrook-Ikhine had a great game. I'm happy for him, but the Packers secondary is better than what he faced in the prior week, okay? This is ridiculous. Denver secondary, I don't know what they're doing. They're just a poor team right now. So Green Bay, they got Jair Alexander. He's going to be clamped up on Westbrook-Ikhine. So I don't like Ryan Tannehill in this game. If I were to play him, it would be in a flex, but that's in a rare occasion, and I would lean more towards Derrick Henry, all right? Next guy we're going to talk about will be the pass catchers. These guys are going to get a ton of yards. That's going to be Allen Lazard, number 1. He saw 4 targets last week, 45 yards. He's usually getting double-digit fantasy points, as you've seen in the last 5, 6, 7 weeks. Allen Lazard's usually in that double-digit fantasy range here, so I like Allen Lazard in this game. Consistency from him. Just a little bit of a change going up against Dallas because they got Trayvon Diggs, so that's why Christian Watson went off. And, hey, we're going to go back to the well in this one. This is another good matchup. Fantasy points allowed to the wide receivers, all right? That equals and it goes hand-in-hand with the QB. And this is why we like both of their wide receivers on the Packers side. Look at the Tennessee Titans, 30th overall, 189 yards to the wide receiver, 1.2 touchdowns a game. So we're going to smash in Allen Lazard. We're going to smash in Christian Watson. He doesn't have to have 3 TDs, but this is going to be the guy that's going to stretch the field, get a ton of yards after the catch, get a ton of yards, period. Christian Watson, just if he puts away these dropsies, he could be really, really special in this offense, all right? Let's see if we can find another guy on on the offensive side of Tennessee. Robert Woods, let's not forget about him. He's the true target getter in this offense. People might go to that Westbrook-Ikhine, but Robert Woods could be the consistent guy that's going to move the chains down the field. Maybe a screen, maybe a couple slants here and there. Robert Woods could be that consistent wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans. I would like him if I had to choose between a Westbrook-Ikhine and Robert Woods as the pass catchers, all right? So let's move on to the flex ops. All right, for our flex oppositions here, we are going to start our lineups with A.J. Dillon. This is the 1-2 punch here for the Green Bay Packers. Like I said, if Jeffrey Simmons is out, this is going to be huge. We can see big chunks of yardage coming from Aaron Jones, who's lightning, and we got thunder in A.J. Dillon. He's yet to have a big game. It's coming, all right? It's coming. This is their bread and butter. It'll be getting colder weather here, and they got two dynamic backs. Both of these guys can catch the ball as well. That's going to be key for this Green Bay Packers offense. If they can get their 1-2 punch going in A.J. and A.J. Dillon here, I'm liking him in a scenario where Jeffrey Simmons is out. Even if they can wear this team down in that 3rd or 4th quarter range, we can see these running backs emerge, okay? And maybe they get in some red zone situations. A.J. Dillon can run that ball in from the 1, 2, 3, 4-yard line at the goal line in the red zone. So A.J. Dillon is a solid flex play. Nikene Westbrook-Ikine will be 6,200. He's someone that we can go to. This is a throw in the dark more of a flex play here. He had one big blow up game. As you can see, all season long, he's done nothing. All right. And then went crazy on the Denver Broncos. So we have to mention him, but he's not one of our top tier flex plays. Okay. That was just an anomaly, very huge anomaly in that particular game. Robert Tonyan has been a consistent target getter for this offense as well. Poor game against Dallas, but we've been seeing him turn things around just a little bit in week 8, week 9, week 7, and week 6, where he had 12, 4, 6, and 4 targets. Maybe he can get things more going towards in this particular game. Aaron Rodgers really focused the offense on the weakness of Dallas, and that they couldn't stop Christian Watson at all. So he just kept going to Christian Watson in that game. I think things might come just a little more back in the middle. We see more Allen Lazard. We see more Robert Tonyan. He can be a solid flex play in this matchup. All right. Treylon Burks is getting a ton of snaps as well. This is their rookie wide receiver that they went and got in the first round here. He's yet to put up a big, huge game. He has the talent. So we'll see. We will see, but he deserves more of a play more than Westbrook-Ikine. Okay. I can tell you that 100%. Matter of fact, Treylon Burks is my favorite wide receiver on the Tennessee Titans. All right, we're gonna bump down Robert Woods. Okay, we're saying it right now. Bump down Robert Woods. Put up Treylon Burks. We're going with explosiveness and upside. Treylon Burks has that, and he's getting all the snaps. So that's not the problem there. You just need to get him the freaking ball. All right, so Treylon Burks is gonna be bumped up at that flex position that I like at his current price as well. That's an X factor there for the Tennessee Titans that can help with Derrick Henry on the other side. Sammy Watkins, hit or miss play here. He gets injured in the middle of games. Stay away from Sammy Watkins. I would stick to Lazard. I would stick to Christian Watson. Those two guys. Definitely stick to the running backs and the tight end as well. Now, let's see if we can go to the kickers and the defenses in this game. And they got Josh Lambo here, who's going to be the kicker for this team. We can go with Tennessee kicker. That's not going to be one of our favorite plays. We can go with Mason Crosby as well. He is used to these conditions in Green Bay, right? This is a very reliable kicker in Mason Crosby. So we'll clear that out, put Mason Crosby in, put Josh Lambo in there. I'm not going with the Tennessee Titans defense. I would go with the home defense in the Packers. If they can buckle down on this defense and really gang tackle Derrick Henry, maybe just bump him down to 4 yards to carry, 3.5 yards to carry, and force the offense of the Tennessee Titans in 3rd and longs, and they can have some success. They can turn the ball over, and they have a very good secondary. So Packers defense is one I would consider in the flex play options as well. Okay. Austin Hooper is the number 1 tight end in this offense, getting the majority of the work. We'll go to him as a secondary option as a pass catcher. All right, so we go Treylon Burks, we go Austin Hooper. He has some upside there. We saw 7 targets from him in the previous week, so that's pretty good to see. All right, now if the game script gets a little bit wild, then you'll see Dontrell Hilliard in pass catching situations. He's had some upside games in previous games. Week 8, he had 10 fantasy points. In week 5, he had 12 fantasy points. And in week 1, he had 21 fantasy points. So this is a bottom tier flex play that has some upside if the game script gets a little bit wild between the Tennessee and Green Bay game, okay? Okonkwo is a backup tight end who you can mention. Maybe he gets in the end zone. You really need him to pay off. So you can consider him as a bottom tier flex play. And then anyone below that, I want to stay away from, okay? Matter of fact, here's one more pump play. Mercedes Lewis. Mercedes Lewis could get you a touchdown out of nowhere. For some odd reason, in the red zone, they might go in a jumbo package. You might see Mercedes Lewis in there. He's mainly a blocking tight end, but they could scheme something up to get him open as well. So those are going to be the flex plays for this Thursday Night Football Showdown. The key guys we're going to key in for this Thursday Night Football game is going to be Derrick Henry, number 1. It's going to be Aaron Jones, number 2, and we're going to go with Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard is going to be number 3 in our lineups. I think he gets things back going. He's been super consistent in each and every week here. 18, 11, 17, 13. Definitely something you need to go to. A lot of people are going to be on Christian Watson. I love him in this game as well, but Allen Lazard should have a little bit of a lower ownership here, and he has just as much upside as Christian Watson as well. So those are going to be the key 3 guys we're going to go for in this Thursday Night Football Showdown. And my pick of the game, we're going to keep it safe here. We're not going with the point line of the Packers because it's at -3.5 right now. I don't like that hook. All right, just give me the field goal. I would hate to lose by half a point. Okay, so we're going to take the money line of the Green Bay Packers. That's going to be a pick for this Thursday Night Football game. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessinessJD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. All right, peace out.